We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That
it.
boy.
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. As y'all can see, I'm your boy G, and I'm by my lonesome right now. The rest of the crew is coming in hot, but we have a great show for you all today, man. So let's welcome everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Remember, when you come to the channel, man, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 67, season 5. We have a great show for you. Like I said, we are going to talk a little bit about Coach of the Year candidates. And I have 3 of them that come off the top of my head right now. Some people that I think deserve it. We'll jump into that. We'll also jump into DK Metcalf now wanting to be traded. He lost his running partner and Tyler Lockett. So we will jump into that as well. And then also, man, I do want to talk about the upcoming draft that's coming up next month. And after the combine, we have some players that they say stock is falling down. And, right now, if y'all see the title of this episode, is called Lion Season. And we're not talking about 40 times. We're not talking about mile time. We're talking about NFL scouts, college scouts, NFL owners. This is about the time they start lying and telling you what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. So, is it a lie, or are they really telling the truth about these players, man? So we'll jump into that as well. We have one of our other co-hosts on, man. I told you he was coming in hot too, man. Our guy, the OG himself, man. We coming. Chuck Little John. What's up, OG?
Copping up a prime. What's going on, G?
Ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nothing, man. How's that day today, bro?
It's 30 day back, but it was all right.
Okay.
Just gotta get back used to it.
Get back used to it, man. So these first 3 days, how are you adjusting?
Well, I'm adjusting pretty good.
Okay.
As long as they don't make me talk a lot, I'm good.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay. Cool. What's up, big Snack Panther? He said Chucky and G. Quest, what's up, bro? Welcome on, big homie. Appreciate y'all. Hey, this is an interactive show, man. Please put your name in the chat. And while you are out there, make sure you hit that like button on YouTube as well. And I hope you brought a friend, man, to the show as well. We're going to have some good conversation today. We always have good conversation. This barbershop talk can go off the rail sometimes, but it's always great conversation. So, man, put your name in the chat so we can say what's up to you. And while we wait for our other co-hosts to come on, OG, man, what day is it?
Corey gonna be upset. Me, especially this week, especially for me. I'm glad we got into this middle of the week, so I ain't trying to get to this weekend so I can recuperate. But before you do that, you have to get past hump day.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's up, James Little John? Happy hump day to each and every one of you all out there, especially our wonderful sponsor, Mr. Alvin Jameson. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional FHA or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. Thank you, Mr. Alvin Jameson, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, OG, man. So let's go ahead and let's just chop it up a little bit before, Corey comes on. And I do want to jump into um, a little bit of this talk of players that didn't participate in the combine and players that are now being said that they may be a little too brash or maybe a little too arrogant. And they are, I'm gonna call the name out. Josina Anderson, said she's heard from some scouts, some coaches, some GMs that they don't like how brash Shaduer Sanders has been, and they feel like he may be dropping now. Looks like Cam Ward will probably be the first quarterback taken off the board, is what I'm hearing. Do you think his confidence has been misconstrued by the scouts, or are they just lying to kind of throw up a smoke screen? You're on mute, bro.
If they're misconstruing his confidence, then I think what he's going to do is he's going to do like Randy Moss did. Randy Moss stock dropped, and he made sure that he was going to punish those teams that they didn't pick him because the stock dropped. I mean, the tape speaks for itself. I mean, this guy went to HBCU. He was successful there. They said he would not be successful going to a D1 school. He was successful at the D1 school. So it's not like he's out here being confident and don't have the evidence or the receipts to back him up, to back himself up. But the other thing too is I don't think we would hear this if Deion Sanders wasn't his daddy. I think that's got a lot to do with it too. Because they know that he may not be there every game, but wherever he goes, you're getting Deion too. So they say what they want to do. I mean, they say what they want to say, but they go, if they shine on him because of his confidence, they're gonna miss out on a good quarterback. Some of these teams that desperately need a quarterback. I mean, if you're confident, then let the young man be confident. Like I said, it's not like he didn't have any receipts. He got him. So I just hate that happens, And I don't like. No, I'm not gonna say
that. I mean, go ahead and say what you're about to say, OG.
But if it was a Peyton, we've been hearing all this. If it was not a Peyton, but if it was a Manning.
Right, a Manning. We'll get
all this would be going on.
Okay.
And I think when Cam Newton came out the same way. And Charlotte didn't care nothing about that. They still drafted him number 1. And look what kind of career he had in Charlotte.
Yeah. And also look at what Caleb Williams. They said the same thing about him last year, and it didn't stop them from drafting him. So I think it's a lot of fluff. I think it's a lot of BS. I think they're lying to keep other teams from trying to draft him. So they're trying to kind of muddy up his name, muddy up who he is, just so they can assure themselves a spot, or that spot for him. So I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. Snap Brandon said these are agents and scouts just say they don't like uppity uppity Negroes. Hey, Snack is not gonna hold any punches, man.
Yeah, so
And then,
just like you say though, I think it's like James saying too. Why shouldn't he be confident?
Mhm.
I mean, why not?
Ooh.
And like you said too, is the teams out there that's bringing us up because they further down and they really want him.
Mhm. Right.
But
There's word that the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns may be interested in him.
yeah, I heard
So
that too. Maybe let
maybe,
him sit a while behind Jameis Winston.
hmm
Yeah, I heard that
and
too.
maybe, maybe they are, but I heard it wasn't that number 2. I heard it was that number. I heard they was going to get back into the first round
Oh, okay.
and get him again. But maybe it may be the Giants throwing that out there because the Giants want
I just wonder because I know Dion. He didn't say which 2 teams, but I
him.
know he says 2 teams
Mm-hmm.
that he would rather his son not play for. Well, his son was not going to play for.
Right.
But at no time has he come out and said which 2 teams they are.
Mm.
So it'd be interesting to see if by chance one of them 2 teams draft him, what's going to be the reaction and how they're going to handle it.
All right. There's another player who didn't participate, but was considered to be one of the best prospects coming out at DN from Penn State. Number 11, Abdul Carter, is said to have now has a foot problem.
Mm.
And they're saying that this could possibly drop him.
And see, that's the thing.
Lies.
Yes, that's the thing, man. I mean, why go out here and put these? I don't want to say lies. I guess I can't say lies. Potential incorrect statements out here about these young men and cause their stock to drop if you don't have any validated truth. I mean, I know we got freedom of speech in the United States, but at some time, if it's not validated and if I'm a big time recruit and some of this stuff hurts me, I'll be looking at going back at these people for defamation or whatever the case may be if it's costing me money. By going ahead, I don't know if they can do it, but I don't know. I just don't agree with people just putting just because number one, you may want to get him and you want him to drop down. You may not like him because you quote unquote call him arrogant. To me, it's not arrogance; it's confidence. But yeah, I think some kind of way we got to hold these people accountable for making false, inaccurate statements. Also,
Let's welcome our other co-host to the show, to the panel, Mr. Decatur's fastest mile, Corey Davis.
oh Lord, here we go.
My bad for being late, fellas. What's happening?
Nah, man, ain't nothing, brother. Ain't nothing. We just jumped into a little bit of Shaduer talk and Abdul Carter talk. It's lion season. Combine is just gone by. NFL free agency is just now, getting started up. And you hear a lot of lies, a lot of coaches, a lot of ownership saying that who they going to go get, who they not going to go get. A lot of scouts coming out or GM saying, I'm not interested in this guy. We're not drafting this type of person. So the people are saying
They
any and
playing the
everything right
game
now.
and right.
There you go, lion season. lion season, man. So, so with that being said, man, so we talked about Shaduer Sanders. Let's get your take on Shaduer Sanders. Now they saying his stock is kind of dropping because they're saying he's maybe a little too arrogant, maybe a little too brash, a little too confident, and they're saying that they're not liking some of the GMs aren't liking his brash confidence.
Mm. And when what you say, you called it lying season. Okay,
Lion.
okay, I like that. Because you were lying Sunday about that three, the mile, the mile you ran. But yeah, I get that. You know what I mean? You got to sell yourself. Nevertheless, I was watching one of the big letter companies today, and one of the guys said it's always somebody in that back room, somebody on the staff, somebody that's that's related to a drafting team that's going to not like what the OG said was confidence. They look
Mhm,
at it as cocky. They
mhm,
look at it as, and a lot of people don't like confidence. They want you to be so humble where it's not a part of your personality. You know, I'll be honest with you. I remember when we got Deion Sanders when he was on the Braves, and I remember that kind of cockiness and arrogance that they claimed
mhm,
was actually it was turned around because he backed it up.
mhm,
Now to go with Shador, listen, man, this dude is a accurate passer. Now I'm not saying that he's finna be the next Joe Montana or I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, like he just said, whoever gets me, yeah, you're gonna get the Sanders DNA. You're gonna get that confident player. I've been taught how to do this since I started playing, since my dad put the ball in my hand. You
mhm,
can't be upset with that. Some kids, excuse me, come into this league ready to play. Some kids come into this league ready to, to give you what they've learned all these years.
mhm.
I don't find it okay, put it like this, how they say it's not cocky if you can back it up. It's not arrogant if you can back it up. I think he's ready to
Correct.
back it up. So like you
Correct.
like you just said, with all the lies that goes on, you gotta have some haters out there.
Right.
You do.
Right.
You gotta have some doubters too. Everybody's not gonna like everybody, you know. Sort of like
Mhm.
how OG don't like Caitlin Clark. I was like, I'm just playing.
So
I'm just playing.
I'm not going to feed in there. I wait for WNBA season. But trust me, I'm gonna remember the statement you made.
Oh, but that's just my take on it. You always gonna have some haters.
Mhm.
Always.
And I have the clip. I have the. It's not a clip, but it is I guess the story that Josiah Anderson wrote, and I will share the screen with y'all just to show y'all a quick
Who
summary.
who who is this?
Josina Anderson.
Oh, Jacina. Yeah,
Yeah, Josina. All right, so
the reporter.
Yeah, the reporter, NFL insider Josina Anderson reported that a quarterbacks coach from a team drafting in the top 7 referred to Sanders as coming off brash and arrogant in his team interviews and made his assessment known to a number of people. However, Anderson pointed out that his assessment was the direct opposite from how Sanders came across to many reporters in his press conference with the media during the combine. Anderson also noted that she's heard from league sources that quarterbacks coaches seems to have issues with the culture of athletes who have broad fame and financial success before entering the NFL. Those same sources added that their opinion is that the coach appears to them to have a certain athletes. Anderson added that a coach is also not in favor of getting Sanders, but there are other folks in the building who vehemently disagree with the
Mm.
assessment. Mm.
That's crazy.
You know
Cause
what? I think I know what the team is. OG
Oh,
who?
Giants.
you think it's the Giants?
I
So
think it's the Giants.
I actually just said that to the OG. Like, is this the Giants putting this out there so nobody else goes after him so they can get him? Or are you saying they're not lying? They really feel like this.
I'm saying because remember his dad came out and said that team is run with the arrogance of a child. You know, it is. But they kind of are. That GM over there is. Listen, he asked his children. His children told him, "I think you should get such and such." He didn't get him. He didn't get Jaden Daniels.
Mhm.
You know, and look what happened. You let Saquon Barkley go, and look what happened.
Mhm.
It's run like a child over there.
Mhm.
But that one statement they made in there, they might well get used to it. They say they don't want athletes that's coming in that's already financially stable, what the case may be.
Stable.
Right.
But I mean, that's happening now. That's NIL.
Yes,
That's
sir.
NIL.
Can't do nothing about that. Right.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do it. That's just the way things have changed now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you gonna have a lot of athletes that's go already be not financially, maybe not financially set, but have they've got some finances that are up there where
Mhm.
some of them don't, but still, if the Giants have said that, then I hope it's for the fact, like you said, G, that they want to get him, don't want nobody else to get him. But even if they said that, I don't know, I'd be taking the second thought about that unless they can come clean
Mhm.
with their tactics if they were
Mhm.
drafted.
If they draft him.
Mhm. You know what's gangster with me is with that statement, OG. Say for example, only the top 10% that statement is made for. You know, that top 10% are the ones that's coming with millions in their pocket, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Like, and this is just my personal opinion here. The next, let's go with the WNBA just for a quick second. The next two girls that offend that type of statement will offend the girl Juju, and then I was reading a little statement. What's your girl from South Carolina? I mean, with the heavy handles.
For Wally.
Listen, they
Malaysia
throwing,
for a while.
yeah, they throwing bags of money at that girl right now. You know, yeah, you probably gonna make more than your average WNBA player because you got a skill that somebody else doesn't have. Yeah, you might come to the WNBA with a bag before you get there. That it's gonna be. I'm using the WNBA, and I know it's gonna be more than that in the NFL and the NBA. But some of these kids are gonna come with the bag before you get them.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to, yeah, treat them a little differently. Yeah, they might come with a little arrogance because I played hard enough to get me this bag. I played hard enough to say, listen, I may not have to come to your team because I got a little motion in my pocket.
Mhm.
That's what Wally girl is. I'm talking about awesome. And then the boy at Duke, they say they throwing bags at him now.
Mhm.
Cooper Flag, G boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you show them what you can do. Hey, listen, I got something for you. And
Right.
Shadur has already been there.
Right.
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 Yeah, he drives a Bentley. And the crazy part is, it's not his dad's money anymore. It's his money.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm. So let me ask you this, man. And Snack brought up a good point right here. Is this just backlash from what Caleb Williams did? So Caleb, came out before he was drafted and had a lot of stipulations and
Mhm.
things that he wanted and asked for or so-called asked for. Or is this a reflection of that now with Shadur Sanders, OG?
Well, I don't think Shadur has come out and said anything about what he wants. He just
Mhm.
said about what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically saying that I went to Jackson State, I was successful, we turned that around. Went to
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, I was successful, we turned that around. If
Mm-hmm.
you want somebody in your locker room that has the mentality to want to turn things around, then draft me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
But
He's
he
not
also told him if you're not interested in turning your and changing your culture,
right.
then don't draft me. Is that too much?
I don't think that's too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
To
I agree.
me, if I'm an owner, then I want a rookie coming into my locker room that's got that kind of mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know, he's not coming in. I know some people, like you said, some people want to come in and be solemn and wholesome and sitting back. But if you coming in knowing how good you are,
Mm-hmm.
to me, and like I said earlier, he's not coming in like he don't have any receipts. I always
Right.
talk about receipts. He's got receipts about his talent.
Right.
It's,
Right.
it's no it's no doubt about that. So you can call it arrogant,
Mm-hmm.
but he's confident because he knows what he can do. He knows what he's done.
Right. Right. Excuse me. And he's a quarterback. So you want your quarterback to come in there and and commanding your locker room. You don't want the quarterback to come in there and just go roll with the flow. He has to be the leader of the squad. And him saying that, man, I think is like you said, is perfect. It's what you want from a leader on your team. If it was a receiver, maybe it'll be a little different. If it was a running back, maybe you would feel a little different, if he came in an organization like that. But I can roll with that, man.
Remember in Colorado when, like I said, Travis is at this point the number one overall, dynamic player, and he said he's chomping him off like, "Hey man, I know we friends. Catch the damn ball."
Mhm.
Say throw it back to me. You better catch it. You know. But then I say this here on top of that. You know where he get it from? His daddy did it in Atlanta. This is my house. His
Mhm.
daddy did it. When if you
Yeah.
draft me, listen, yeah, I'm here to throw it my way on this defensive side. See what happens. It's
Mhm.
gonna be another. It's gonna be your birthday because I'm
Mhm.
going for six. But his daddy did it. His dad.
Right.
Cause when he first came here to Atlanta, we were like, "Who's this dude? He got a name already. Call himself Prime Time."
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Right.
yeah. We got people dancing on the too legit to quit and all that. I ain't gonna lie. When it first happened, I remember his first game, Bobby Dodge State, not Bobby Dodge Stadium, Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. This dude run one's back. Remember his first game,
Mm-hmm.
but he told this is what I came here to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wet Jerry Curl there. He kept saying it wasn't wet, but
Right. Right. It was wet. It was wet.
yeah,
Yeah. Wet.
wet. But
Yeah.
he get it
So
from his father. Yeah,
yeah. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. So you're absolutely right on that. Right. Hey, welcome to the show. Because Mike Wolf is on as well. He said they are because if they drop, they don't have to pay him. So they're using them tactics to devalue him. Ask Charlie how they did him when he wanted to play two sports, and they blackballed him only Heisman winner not to go into the NFL. Talking about Charlie Ward.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Uh-huh. Yeah.
but that was in the '90s though. That's when you
Yeah.
didn't have a whole lot of say so, you know. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. The NFL did look at it as a cold hearted diss, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to pay me for what I'm worth. Yeah, I'm gonna take my talent somewhere else. And I think he said that on the show. He doesn't regret it, not one day.
Yeah. And on Stack says, man, remember when Baker Mayfield went number one? He was kind of cocky. We didn't hear a peep from the scouts.
Right.
Honestly, I will have to disagree on that. I did hear people kind of complaining about Baker Mayfield and his
Yeah,
cockiness.
yeah,
A lot of GMs and they was kind of the same talks going on with him as well. And Johnny Manziel,
Yeah, I finna
yeah,
another
say him
one.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
another
yeah,
one, Johnny Manziel too. They both had those same you know downfalls.
yeah.
Johnny Manziel, of course, didn't pan out at
And now,
all.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Because I
but
think what you said about Baker. Remember, he came when he poked the at Ohio State, poked the flag down and said this is his house, and
mhm.
you know, yeah,
Yeah, he was doing the money signs. They was on him about that in college.
yeah, they did, they
Uh,
did, they still did.
so yeah, he got a little bit. Of course, it's probably a lot more now because social media is that much more bigger than it was. He's
Right.
been in the league what 6 7 years now, man. So uh,
14 later, right?
yeah. So yeah, 14 later. So the league is social media is a little more brass. They're a little more out there. Um, every more content creators.
Right.
More podcasts.
Can
Than it was
can
back
we
then.
agree that? And I know just us three alone have given certain players, you give them hell depending on how we like them. Some we've liked, some we've hated. Some we ain't gonna say hate. We ain't never hate, but
Mhm.
we've given it to them on both ends of the spectrum. Uh, from teams to players themselves, it's going to be somebody that doesn't like what you do. They don't have to like everything, but
Mhm.
there's always going to be a critic behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be the first one to say, man, I'm a huge critic. I was a huge critic of JJ Redick and the
G over there laughing, right?
the Los Angeles Lakers. This team has turned into a team that may need to be reckoned with, man. This is a team that under a first time coach that is 39-21, second in the West now.
Wow.
You know, he's I don't want to say turn the team around, but he's made this team look a lot better than they did prior to his coming to the Los Angeles Lakers, man. And with that being said, man, so there's conversations now that need to be had with Coach of the Year, and I believe JJ Redick's name needs to be in that conversation. Uh, where do you all stand with JJ Redick and him as the Coach of the Year race?
All I gotta
Well,
say, wow, how things change and things turn around, boy.
hold on, OG. Hold on. Considering, like you just said, things have changed and turned around. Let's start with G this time because he was the one that wasn't happy.
No, at all,
At all, at
at
all,
so
all.
at
so
all.
like I said, let's see how these tables have turned and what your thoughts are now.
Looking back at it, man, I think I've apologized to him before already on the show. I, he has made this team a contender. He has they're playing for him. You know, I think he's definitely in contention for the Coach of the Year. I don't know if I give it to him because
What?
I think there's other teams out there. The Detroit Pistons coach JB Bickerstaff,
Okay.
the Cleveland Cavs coach, who has the best record in the league. I think them two are up there along with JJ Redick. But for me, I personally would give it to JB Bickerstaff with the Detroit Pistons. And my reasoning for that is he turned the last place team into a sixth place team right now after being fired from being successful in a Cleveland team that was lost in the second round, like we said before, with a injured um what's my boy name? Dang it.
Uh, I know you're talking
Mitchell,
about
Donovan Mitchell,
Donovan
injured
Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell in the second round. So what he's done in Detroit has been a miracle turnaround for that organization over there. Like I said, from last to sixth, and they've beaten some of the best teams in the league. Just came off an 11-game winning streak, losing it to the Denver Nuggets the other night, but heck of a job by them, man. So that'd be my front runner right there with JB Bickerstaff. Uh, how about you, Corey? How do you feel?
I'm like OG. How the tables have turned in terms of your attitude about your Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not very bullish on the Lakers, but at the same time, I will recognize the same thing that I didn't expect them to do this well. I didn't think that JJ Redick was gonna be the driving force to get
Mhm.
them where they are. Because now at the same time, I will say this here. I'm trying to figure out, did he inherit a team or is this a different team than they had last year? Is it if this is a different team altogether, with how they run the offense? I know they got different players, but if it's a different feel, different atmosphere, then yeah, I'll give him a nod to be a candidate for coach of the year. Now, you're right. In Cleveland and the Pistons, they did make a coaching swap. One person got a Ferrari and continued to move heavy with it. One person got a Ford and he was just driving a Ferrari and he's like, listen, I know what I can do to make this thing run a little bit more efficiently because I've been used to driving, a high motor vehicle over here. So yeah, I hear that, but I'm glad that you recognize that this is not the same team and that he should be a part. Because I know you gave Bronny hell, you gave him hell, coming into the Lakers squad, but I'm glad you humbled yourself.
Gotta stay humble, man. Gotta stay humble.
Facts, OG.
Yeah, the man, how the times have changed. Draft day, him and my brother, I mean, they call them bumheads, call them brumheads, all kind of stuff. JJ and Bronny come. I tried to tell y'all there's gonna be a dream team, but y'all didn't want to hear it. and now here we are. I asked my brother last
You
night,
was
was he
talking
go
about Bronny though. You was talking about
I,
Bronny James.
I was asking my brother last night, was he go reverse his loyalty? He say no. I don't know why. So I'm asking you the same thing. You know, you kind of took away your loyalty, and you kind of moved it somewhere else. So, are you going to reverse your loyalty? You going to leave it where it is now?
They still got LeBron on the team.
Wow! Wow!
No.
Wow! So this what I understand, Corey. So for the last years, LeBron has been on the team and he's been an avid Laker fan. But this year, because his son come, then they decide they go disenfranchise themselves with the Lakers. And his statement is LeBron had been on the team. How many years LeBron been in LA?
About 7 years. About 7 years.
About 7 years. So this is the 7th year. So in the 7th year, you will say you disfranchise yourself with him because LeBron on the team. But the other 6 years is fine. Because you didn't disenfranchise yourself.
Yeah,
at least not publicly.
When he brought his son on there, that was it for me. That was the straw that brought the camel's back. I dealt with all the flopping, all the crying, all the I'm the GOAT, I'm the king. I dealt with all that stuff. I dealt with all this people that he's paying to say all these great things about him. I dealt with that.
Man, go ahead on.
This is it's just getting too much, man. Look, I can't. I'm just tired of the man always just let somebody else get the light. They get the light. Here he come running up in there. He like bad boys.
And look, you know, I'm a
bad boy entertainment.
I like LeBron, except I can't pull for LeBron when he played for the Lakers. But I like LeBron. I'm an avid Jordan man. But I heard something today that kind of made a little sense about LeBron. LeBron been playing 22 years, right?
Yes, sir.
And this man been playing 22 years and has been consistent all 22 years.
22
Now he's 40 years old. Well, he's averaging like 20-something points, 8 rebounds at 40.
Having a great year.
At 40, yeah.
So I always say, Jordan is the GOAT, but as far as longevity, I think Jordan only played 15 years. This dude has been consistent for 22 years. You can't, I know people say he's breaking records, he wants these records, whatever the case may be, but you can't say he's not consistent.
Damn right about that.
For 22 years, so I'm gonna give him his flowers. I'm not gonna put him over the GOAT over Michael Jordan, but he might become the GOAT over your boy though.
The stats are a little easier to get nowadays than they were back in the day, man. But yeah, you're right.
But still, 22 years, man.
He's been a professional for 22 years, man. He's been a guy who works hard. I give him. He's worked on his game. That's usually been an issue with players that I really dislike. Like don't come to the league and don't work on your game. LeBron, when he came in, he couldn't shoot from the outside. The man seemed like he never misses from the outside now. So I've seen the work in his game. My biggest issue with LeBron is he crowning himself. That's my biggest issue with him. Let everybody else tell who you are. Don't you go out there and say I'm this. I don't like that, man.
I understand that, but 50,000 points, 22 seasons. You crowned him the next, huh?
That's a lot. 22 years to get 50,000. That's
when he can do it. When the average lifespan of an NBA player is 7 years.
Is it 7 years?
Yeah. And you think it's less or more?
I think it's more, but I mean
the average player, the average. I ain't saying like a superstar, but the average guy. If it's 7 or 10, I don't think it's 10.
I think that's I know football is like 4.
Yeah, football is 4.
Yeah, I think 7. I think 7 is a little small. I mean, a little short. I don't know about that, man. The years.
Check. Okay, well,
But anyway, I get what you're saying. I mean, that's neither here or there. 22 years is a long time. 50,000. I don't put a whole lot of stock in those stats, man, just because I think it's so much easier to score nowadays. The game is so wide open.
You gotta hit the basket though.
No, if you get players gonna pass that eventually, like it because it's so easy to
Players
score.
gonna pass what?
Who gonna pass it?
What? 50,000?
Yeah, somebody will pass it.
Boy, you crazy.
You crazy.
Like you might Wemby might be able to pass it. Like it's
He hurt now.
yeah, he is hurt now.
So how long did that record stand? Kareem Abdul's record stand
38 years.
before LeBron, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
38 years.
That should tell you how much easier it is to score now, though. Like
no, it doesn't. Who's next doing it?
What you mean? Who's next doing it?
Like, okay, the closest person in points next to LeBron right now, I think they say it's KD, right? KD just got 30. 37 or 36 or 32.
So KD's probably gonna pass Kareem too, right?
Nah,
I don't know.
Is he gonna pay that many more years?
He don't need to play 11 more years. If he's that Kareem was what 38,000. What was Kareem?
38.9, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. So if he had 37,
I don't know if he had
37.
Yeah. I said check that number for me. I know it's in the 30s, but check that number for me, if you don't mind. TCY family, help us out with what KD just got. But I don't know. I'm just saying I know he still got to pass. I don't think he passed MJ yet, has he?
Who? KD?
Yeah.
Let's see.
If not KD, Karl Malone, he still got to get past. He got, like I said, he got to get past Kareem. He got to get past.
The way the league is set up now, it's set up to just score. Like there's no defense being played. That's what it's set up for. So, I think it is.
The crazy part is, like, I hear what you're saying, but while you're looking at the crazy part is, Steph hadn't even got to 30,000 yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot of threes, but Steph hadn't even got to 30,000.
Yeah, now Kevin Durant's only at 40,000.
Huh?
Kevin Durant. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's minutes. Hold on.
Oh, I'm about to say,
What Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant has
30,000. He had 30,000.
He has 30.
He just 30. Made 30, and in order to get another, like Michael Jordan had what? 30, 36,
32,
32. Okay, so he might pass MJ. But he still, in order to pass MJ, he'll still have to play another 2 seasons in order to pass Mike to get 2,000, another 2,000 or 2,500 points or whatever. You still got to play another 2, possibly 3 seasons. And Kevin Durant, I don't know if his body has that longevity. He may be, but if he gets MJ, that'll be his peak. But who's the next person at the mic? Is Karl Malone, right?
The next person at the mic is Kobe.
Oh, and Kobe got how much? 36?
33.
33.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to do though, G.
No, it definitely is hard to do, man. I'm not denying that. Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Yeah. Because go ahead.
Yeah, he's played almost more games than anybody besides Kareem. LeBron. Yeah. Okay.
And I guarantee you, at 40 years old, he's in better shape than a whole lot of people in the NBA right now.
Yes, sir.
At 40.
How old is KD?
Mm-hmm. KD is,
I know he's
36.
Yeah, he got to be like 36. Yeah, 36.
36.
36. So can he play 4 more years?
But it's 4 more years go get him the record. I don't think so. Not the 30,000. He just go 20,000 points in 4 more years.
No, I guess not even just to beat. So I was trying to compare to how easy, not easier, how much easier it is now to score. So
Got it.
KD he's going to pass up Kareem. So now we're going to have two players pass up Kareem, who we took 38 years to do, and now we got two players doing it in the last. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think
It's
I don't think he's
easier.
gonna get Kareem. I don't think he's gonna get Kareem.
You don't think he
Eight
get Kareem?
8,000 points.
How much?
What do you have to average to get 8,000 points the next 4 years?
Let's say he plays 70 games.
Which he's never done.
Who, Kevin Durant?
No, he ain't never played no 70 games. That ain't his style of play, is it?
I don't. I mean, he's not a guy that's often injured like that, is he?
Not like that, but he has off games, but I don't think he's played 70 games in his career.
Really? I don't.
I
I
don't think
don't.
so. I put some bread on that. Out of 86 games, you think he's played 70?
I think so. I think so.
If he
Uh,
did, it's early in his career, them OKC years, but I don't think he's played 70 games.
okay. Let's say if he played 70 games and averaged only 20 points a game, he'll be at 1,400 a year.
But you're gonna need 2,000 a year, right?
Two
If he gonna do
stacks a year.
if he gonna do
Do about 40.
by 40, yeah.
Well, actually, LeBron did it before 40, though, didn't
Yeah, 39
Yeah,
or
yeah.
38, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is the crazy part, G.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't announced any retirement, because I know he wanted to get the retirement, treatment. He haven't even announced it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if next year may be his last year, he'll probably do like MJ, leave out with 20 points a game with 86 games. That 50, he gonna go way beyond 50 stacks.
So I'm not saying LeBron's not a great player, but I'm just telling y'all it's a lot easier for you to score. It's a lot easier to score in this league. It is. It's just I don't know why that's so hard to believe now. Like
he?
it's
So you're saying, I guess you can say it's a lot easier to score, but how many NBA players out there right now are gonna play 22 years?
maybe Wemby.
We ain't gonna play no 22 years.
That joker ain't playing 22 stacks.
You don't think so?
No, heck no.
He's too big and those bodies break down as they get older. Like Manute Bol. He's not
Yeah, he ain't got no meat on his bones.
yeah, he ain't no tough guy now. He gonna get old. Like guys like that got that
K,
long limberness. Yeah,
K, how long KD been in the league?
he was in the 2003 draft or 4 draft.
KD's been in at least 12 years, right? At
Nah,
least.
it's been there longer than 12 years, right?
That's what I'm saying. So he's a skinny guy. He's they said that about him when he came out. He ain't got no weight on him. He's the 7-footer at 100 pounds. Like I mean, but he
But he did come into the league as a shooter. Now, your boy is down banging in the paint.
he ain't doing too much banging in the paint. There ain't nobody banging in the paint. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't
Oh my
no
god,
banging. Ain't nobody doing no banging down there no more.
oh, man, anybody banging? I just, it's gonna be okay. Okay, if you find the next person, like you said, Wemby may be okay. He's a candidate, right? Like you said, we say KD just broached the 30,000 marker. Um, I would imagine Steph is somewhere close in terms of scoring, getting there. I don't know who else is just banging, putting
17
up buckets,
seasons.
huh?
17 seasons.
17 seasons.
17. Okay, 17. So
Yeah.
5 more seasons to get at least 22. um, it's hard to tell, man. But if you're saying that it's that easy, so his body could make it another 5 years, and he can still score 20, 25 points a game. Okay, but who's next?
Luca. I think
Luca's still lumbery big, man. He
but
scared me because his
I
weight probably.
I think Luca has the same amount of points or more points than what LeBron had at this point in his career.
But he's also missed more games. He's gained more weight. He doesn't take it seriously like LeBron does. I would say his body would break down before LeBron does. It's big
I,
Lithuanian dude. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Or where he
I,
from? But
yeah. But I think it goes to my point that where it's easier to score, um, easier to score in the league. I it may it may not be caught because he's played for so long, but that's why I think I'll keep saying like, yeah, it's a great stat, but it's a for me it's an asterisk next to it to me. But
how can you say an asterisk for to break a record that lasted 38 years, only to say that it happened because the league is easier to score in?
It wouldn't be an asterisk if it was anybody else.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dang.
I think it's like uh dang Snack said Luke is at 12-9 now. 12-9 now.
12,000 points.
Yeah.
Okay. And that you saying that he had more points at this age than LeBron did when he was at this age?
At the age, yeah.
And like you just
So
said,
Kamari,
I mean, you
go ahead.
said he was a better scorer. He's a better scorer than LeBron was. LeBron was a take it to the rim type guy, right?
Oh yeah, when he first came in, absolutely.
Okay.
Kamari said it's easy for everybody to score. How come everybody in the NBA does not have the same stats as LeBron James that came in during the same draft class? Who
Ain't
came
nobody
in?
playing that was in ain't nobody
Yeah,
playing that that's in his draft class.
Carmelo Anthony was had better stats than he did when he came in.
Body broke down.
He just and then he got blackballed out the league too for some
Yeah.
reason. But and I think Carmelo's in the top 10 in scoring as well. And he's been out the league, what, 6 years, 5 years, something like that?
The last team he played for was the Pistons. No, Portland. Right?
Yeah.
Or was it the Lakers?
Well, it might have been the Lakers.
Yeah, that's when they was getting all the golden goldies.
He said golden oldies.
Golden goldies.
Mm.
It was a rest haven.
Yeah.
Ooh, not the rest haven.
Do you see when people hate on LeBron now? 50,000 points is what the
Man,
no,
listen,
it's great, man.
I respect 50 stacks. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
because I respected when he and I get we were giving him the pad statting type deal. Now you got to change that attitude on the pad statting now too, because they win. They're trying. He's not just padding stats anymore. They actually.
I mean, he been in the game when they've been up by 40 points, 30 points. He been in the game when they've been down 38 points. So I mean, you can say what you and then
you go find something wrong with it.
And then guess what? Guess what he do? He'll get his triple double and then he'll come out the game. Oh, get out of here, man.
You can say what you want to, but you can't take the 50,000 points away. It is what it is.
How many more?
Haters gonna hate.
All right, how many more games are in the regular season?
We're probably like around 17 games now.
So just imagine 17,
39 and 21. So that's actually that's less than that. That's 22 games. I got 22 games left.
All right, let's say if he continues to average at least 20 in these 22 games. 20 times 22 is what?
20 times 22. I don't know.
By another 220.
440, something like that.
That's 400. Is that what that is? Are you sure?
You said 20 times 22?
Yeah, what's 20? What's 20 times 20?
That's 400, right?
All right, so
440.
440. Yeah.
Yeah, so 4. So just imagine he could probably he could probably put another 500 onto this 50,000.
50,000.
You know?
Yeah.
Good possibility. I mean, hey man, listen, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Right. It is amazing, man. It's a remarkable accomplishment, man. I don't mean to take anything away from him,
but you are.
I'm moved. So who is y'all's OG? So who is your coach of the year?
Uh,
That's how we got on this.
JJ.
JJ Redick.
The one I told you to go do good when he came in, you ain't believe me.
You know, it reminded me when he said, is LeBron still on the team? I had a friend when I was younger. His daddy would not come to his house because his stepdaddy was still there. I mean, he said, "Dad, you gonna come by the house?" Like, look, let's say his stepdaddy Gabe still living there. Yeah, no. Like, his dad would come over there. Like, he said, couldn't stand his dad, couldn't stand his stepdad or whatever. But that's how Gabe sounded. He said, "He's still over there." Nope.
So Quest said JJ for coach of the year, and Upscore says LeBron for coach of the year. So let me ask y'all this: their record last year was 47-35. They were 8th in the West. This year they're second at 39-21. The Pistons, like I said, were 14-68 last year.
14 games.
14 games. They are 35-27 this year. They don't deserve, this guy doesn't deserve to be over.
Gee.
Why did JJ Redick get it?
G,
For you
G,
all?
G.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
would
whoa,
say,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
right.
This is not. We're not selling the used car. You ask us a question. You cannot go out and try to get stats where to try to coerce people to change their mind. I made my choice. You made your choice. Corey gonna make his. So you can go out here and try to get all these stats and say whatever the case may be. But it's not go.
I'm just saying what I'm trying to find out what your reason is for that. That's all.
Do I have to give a reason, or is it my
Yeah.
choice?
Now
Yeah.
you going to get somebody that started with this from the beginning though, G. You trying to change the OG when he told you months and months ago that this was gonna happen, right?
Yeah, he ain't believe me.
He said Bronny James. No, he
No,
was
I
on
said JJ and the Lakers, and included Bronny James.
Bronny James.
That's right.
I mean, you know,
Okay.
but that's what I'm saying. You're trying to change his opinion
I'm trying to
now.
figure out why did he give him the coach of the year?
Because people like you and the majority of other people thought when he went there, that he had no coaching experience. He was only brought there because he was LeBron's co-host on a podcast, that
Yeah,
he was going to be a flop.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not.
Oh, so because of the media scrutiny that he received, he deserves
he's
the
coming
coach
in.
of the
He's coming
year?
as a first time NBA coach and got the Lakers in second position in the West.
Okay.
that is pretty deep though.
That's
You don't
pretty
think?
deep. That's pretty deep. They got the two best players in the world on the team. Well, okay.
But Lucas just got there.
And that's where they were 12-2 since he got there.
And you
They
gave
was number 6 when he got there.
and you was saying him and AD was the dream team.
And then
Let AD play like he capable of doing. They can do all kind of great things. Let AD play like he capable of doing. Yeah, okay. If AD can stay on the court.
now, honestly, then I got to give a man some flowers on this. This man, like you said, he came into the league, even if he was handpicked, and then he had to go along with bring my son on, give him a roster spot, and still try to make this team a contender. You know, he had to say, all right, I got. Do I want this well enough to say that I'm going to get a player that may not be worthy of a spot and still outside of this 14 man route, he gonna get the 14-man spot, the 14 spot, but still got to work with these 13 here while he goes back and forth to the G League to kind of hone in on some skills, put him in, periodically where he doesn't look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with his dad on top of that, and then like you said, come out smelling like a rose after at the half. That's not bad. It's not bad.
That's not bad. All right, those fair. Those fair statements, man. For fair reasons.
So you happy now?
The Pistons coach do deserve a nominee for coach of the year, but he didn't have the pressure or the amount of eyes watching him like JJ did. Okay, that's
Now,
fair.
Now I will say this here. The question was, we're going back to the original question. The question was, does JJ Redick deserve being, thought of as a candidate for, coach of the year? That's not slighting the other two coaches or any other coach that may be a candidate.
Right.
But does he belong in the candidacy for
Absolutely.
coach of the year?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not getting no more stats about the Detroit coaching, right?
No, that was my reason for him winning it for me. That's all.
Okay. We ain't talking about winning. We just
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I think I asked. That's what I asked. That was the question I asked. Was
who's your
who's
coach of
winning
the
it?
year?
Yeah,
You
who's your coach
changed
of
it.
the year?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
changed
okay.
it. Who's your coach of the year? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
a team that doesn't have a coach of the year, doesn't have a player of the year, and now are without their best player that was not hurt. Kyrie Irving, man, tears his ACL in yesterday's game, and unfortunately, is out for the rest of the season. So the Dallas Mavs not only lose Luka, but then bring in AD and then lose AD, but now they lose Kyrie Irving as well, man. So
They done.
they're done.
Damn.
That,
Okay.
that goose is cooked.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. They are a deep team, but you can't withstand all those injuries, man. They're still without all their bigs now, without Kyrie Irving, along with AD. It's would you just shut AD down for the rest of the season, man, and just say let's try to run this back next year?
Is it? But my thing is that gonna really benefit you? I mean, because this dude, maybe it will. I mean, maybe it give him some few weeks to get more healthier. But based on past history, I don't know if shutting down go keep him getting hurt during the season or not.
You think get shut down at home?
He's been injury prone for as long as I can remember. So I don't know what. Maybe it benefit him. Maybe it won't. But I guess that's like I said, that's hard to say.
It's an abdominal strain, is what it is right now.
I would say if he's not 100%, don't bring him back.
Right.
Because I could see if he was in. Because what place are they in right now?
Like
Ninth.
6, right? 9?
100 fell on the 9th.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if he's not 100%, I don't think I'd bring him back. Because the thing is, like I said, he's injury prone. So if you bring him back, he's not 100%, then he'll get hurt again.
And this ACL for Kyrie is gonna be what over a year.
Yeah. So you want, with that being said, then you want to at least have opportunity for AD to be ready to begin the next season, versus him coming back and get hurt and be in the Kyrie position. We have both of them that's out beginning of next season. So
yeah, Quest said he'll shut him down, call it a season.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well. Corey, you in agreement to that?
Yeah, because like you said, if it hurts, well, no, you know what? I'm not saying shut. You talking about AD, right? We're talking about AD, correct?
Talking about AD, correct.
I'm gonna go against the grain here a little bit. I'm gonna say no. Put him back in only because he's so fragile. You got to see some kind of potential earnings on what we get next year. Show me something. Go out the end of the season and show these people what you got. Now, if we shut you down after we got you here,
But
I would say put. Huh?
He shut him for 3 quarters.
No, right? And he wasn't supposed to.
No,
Yeah,
he came back too early.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
But
so do you? All right. So in that case, Corey, since you say, man, come on back, do you go get the leading scorer in the G League to come help you out, and Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas is the leading scorer in the G League right now.
Yes.
And Isaiah Thomas is almost 37 too.
He's about 34.
But
Is it?
you mean go get him for the rest of this season?
You get him for the rest of the season.
Why not? Why not? He'll blow up. He'll blow a few skirts up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Allen Iverson's out, so you never know what might happen. If he's the lead scorer in the G League.
Mm.
But then you gotta have second thoughts about shutting AD down there.
Yeah, I think that's why I said it for Corey. Since he
Yeah,
said bring him back.
if he needs if he need help at the point, sure,
Yeah.
I'll go get something. But I would want AD to play only because what I said. The Mavericks have had a tough go at it this season, losing a franchise player like Luka, bringing in a franchise player that got hurt. You want to see that he's gonna be ready to go next season. Yeah, maybe bring him a little help.
That's
Kyrie going down.
Mark Cuban said I got out at the right time.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure did. Okay. Any other topics?
The only thing I wanted to add was, DK Metcalf adding, that he requested a trade. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? I mean, like, what made him decide? What is his excuse? Why does he want to leave?
Well, they got rid of his running mate, Tyler Lockett. And knowing that, he doesn't feel like the organization is trying to win now. So I think he, let me get out while I can.
I know one team that love to have him, boy.
Yeah, them Cowboys.
Yeah, no, not them Cowboys. Y'all got all the receivers y'all need. Y'all running it back.
Yeah, we going after the receiver, so.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
The rumor mill, I've heard two teams that would, like I said, that would love to have him. The Raiders with Pete Carroll wants to, yeah. And the second team that could probably look for another quarterback, which y'all always in the talk, are the Cowboys.
Yeah,
they better do something.
Yeah,
and y'all just restructured Dak's deal, right? So y'all finna start making some.
We just restructured his and CDs, so what
they go do?
Freed up. They said freed up what 32.
We just freed up like $67 million.
Yeah, 32 apiece, something like that between the two of them.
In the last 2 days, and Michael Parsons is in negotiations right now, which is going to save $18 million once he gets done. So,
and what they gonna do with it?
Hold up, y'all trying to save money? Don't y'all have to redo his contract?
Well, you give it up front, so that's all upfront money now. So. That's how
they do shady stuff over there.
That's how you do it. You look at the Eagles. That's what the Eagles do. they just did it again.
They just made a statement too.
Yeah,
but they signed that linebacker too.
The linebacker Braun. Yeah.
They got rid of Slato, right?
He released Slay.
Yeah, the drop Slay.
You know why you tripping? You know who I would pick up? I would mind having them. Some people might say he washed up.
Who?
Devontae Adams.
Would you?
Yeah.
He is washed up, dog. He couldn't even get on the field with the Jets, dog.
He could get on the field with the Jets. You got to contend what team he's playing for.
He was on the Jets.
That's right.
That man was the fourth receiver on the Jets.
Devontae when they traded from him from the Raiders.
He wasn't no
fourth receiver. He was the fourth. He was the fourth receiver, dog. He wasn't.
Him and Wilson. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this wasn't number 4.
Now I don't say I won't take him over. I don't want him over DK Metcalf, but
that man. Look how many receptions that man had when he got there.
Look who the quarterback was, man.
I would say, man, it was
Aaron Rodgers was quarterback.
But Aaron didn't have his together. He went there on I'm going with my buddy. You know what I mean?
Man, he wasn't getting open, dog.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
You always knock people you don't like.
I like Devontae Adams. I don't have no issue with Devontae. I'm just telling you, y'all just look at y'all like the names. I
don't like the names. The first thing I said, I think he got more in the tank. That's the first thing I said before I ain't called the name out.
But you like names. You like his name. What production did he have last year?
How you go tell me I like his name? How you gonna put words in my mouth?
Just like you like Deep. Now I bet you wish you didn't pick up Debo Samuel now. The DK Metcalf want
We
to be
still
out.
got money, G. We go do what we do.
I will
We
say
we
this.
ain't scared. We ain't
I
scared.
Y'all
I
keep,
am a fan of a player rejuvenating themselves or showing that at a new facility, a new team, a new leadership that he can basically reborn. You know, he can become reborn, born again, a born again football player. And I think that's what Devontae needs. He needs somebody. And I ain't gonna lie to you. What's probably gonna end up happening is he'll end up getting on the team like the Chiefs. You know,
yeah.
I can see him. You got to have a quarterback that can sustain that attitude. That can get him. Somebody got to get him the ball. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Um, Look, now I will say this here. It wouldn't surprise me if he end up at the 49ers because they need another spot. You need a high price team to get a high price player like him. But I think he still got some gas in the tank.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
Where he
it.
from?
That's what I don't know.
I know in
Um,
these last years they be trying to get closer to home or whatever. But where is he from?
He
I
went
don't
to
even know
college
what
at Fresno State. This says 2024 regular season stats. I don't know how much it is for the Jets, but he had 85
but
receptions for 1,063 yards and 8 touchdowns.
he
mm-hmm,
still caught for a stack, and he
mm-hmm.
done had some questionable quarterback play. What DK Metcalf went to Oregon or
I don't
Oregon
know.
No,
State?
no. He was
Where'd he
what's
go?
his name? Him and AJ Brown played together, Mississippi State or Ole Miss, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
He did go to Miss. Oh, Miss. So did. Big old self.
Yeah, him and AJ Brown on the same squad.
And that's what I'm saying. I can't even. To go back to the DK situation, I don't even know where he could probably end up landing. Uh, if if they're trying to, if he requested a trade now, but who's in the business for him?
Mm-hmm.
G say they are.
Yeah. I ain't heard that from nobody, but I'm
But
hoping we are.
but you always say a whole lot that don't happen.
No, not really. Not really.
Yeah, you say it
Y'all,
one
y'all
time.
are pretty good rest haven now. Y'all are
I,
getting
I,
some pretty.
I told you the other day that the Cowboys was working on some deals and y'all laughed me out like I didn't know what I was
No, we
talking
didn't
about.
laugh you out. You signing
It-
people. I'm talking when I talk about making moves. That making moves to get you free agents for the hole you have. You signing somebody
you
you
can
already had, which
you
is a
can't
good thing.
you can't sign nobody right now, dog.
But what you doing
I'm
is
not
y'all.
saying you can't sign them, but you can offer 'em.
Oh,
What
You can get the paperwork going, and then when the 12 come around, you ready to just sign
yeah,
and go.
yeah, no, you can't. You can't
Why?
tamper. That's tampering, dog. You can't do that yet, dog.
Huh.
so
So what
so
we
what I
doing
No,
then? So we
yeah,
tampering?
no, y'all had a trade. Y'all's is a trade. That's different. These are not people that's out there on the free agency market. These are trades you just did.
I'm saying you
and
can
what
trade. Go ahead and trade for DK.
Oh, we can probably trade with DK now.
Yeah,
But
y'all
you
ain't got nothing to
well,
trade now. Y'all don't have. Y'all
bullshit.
need to buy players. Y'all don't have nothing
no,
to trade.
Yeah,
what
you
you mean we don't have
bullshit.
nothing to trade?
Well, who you
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
trade?
yeah. Who you gonna trade to get a DK?
A fifth, a fourth, and a fifth round. What are you talking about?
For DK Metcalf?
Yes.
You crazy?
Do you not see what these receivers are going for?
Well, hold up. DK ain't Debo now, but at the same time, like I said, Debo had a
Hold on now.
bad
Let me put
season.
down Debo now. I'm putting down my
I
homework.
know you
Wait a
just
minute.
got him. I know you just got him, but you did get
uh,
you got a 600-yard receiver. You didn't get the 1,000. You got a 600-yard. He's going look. He's a good one. But I'm just saying, I think Debo is worth more. I think DK Metcalf is more than Debo in terms of a trade. I don't think he's worth a fifth. He's worth a little bit more than a fifth.
what did Mark Cooper go to Buffalo for?
Who is Mark Cooper?
Amari Cooper.
Oh, Amari Cooper. Okay,
Amari Cooper. Yeah, Amari
he
Cooper.
went for
Uh,
he went for
uh,
a four. Yeah,
a fifth, a sixth, I think it was. It wasn't even a
in a
fifth.
sixth rounder.
Yeah.
But
Like
okay, once again, he's not DK. He's not DK. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had him and didn't do a whole lot with him either.
he was a what?
He was okay. He was
He
okay.
was
He was in the, he
what?
was in the 12 and 5 group
Yeah,
with
he
y'all,
called
but
that 12-5 run. They didn't win
yeah,
no
yeah,
playoff
right.
games.
He was okay.
Wait a
He wasn't
minute.
a playmaker now.
Wait,
I'm just saying,
what?
y'all played him the same way that your wide receivers played,
No,
but
that man was getting he was getting over 1,000, over 1,200 yards a year. What are
it
you talking
wasn't
about?
nothing where he wasn't a game changer to win a game and nothing like that. He wasn't.
Oh
He's
yeah.
not. He wasn't that
So,
dude. He was.
If
He
he
was
was that,
okay.
if he was that good, why you let him
Y'all
go?
want to let him go? Yeah.
We traded for him because they had an issue with him not taking the vaccine. That's so
See
that,
that?
that
That
yeah,
he said we didn't
that
want
was
to take
that
the
time.
vaccine.
Yeah, that what that was.
Oh well. Hey,
Dallas
rest in peace, Angel Stone.
Angie Stone, absolutely, man, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Somebody sent me a clip, man, of
He was
her.
in clip.
Was that people who sent that?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not what it was, man.
I think it was a controversial death too, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because they've been cheating her on that money. Think
yeah.
Yeah, it was 9 people in the van. She was the only one that passed away.
Oh
only
wow.
one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think the van flipped and then it got hit by 18-wheeler.
How did it flip though? I mean, what?
Yeah,
Oh, she got hit by the 18-wheeler. I thought she got hit by the 18-wheeler and made it flip.
No,
Yeah.
I know 18-wheeler was involved.
Yeah, the 18-wheeler hit her and flipped her. Yeah, flipped the car.
The Sprinter van.
Yeah, the Sprinter van.
This was in Alabama, right?
Yeah, she was on her way to the CIAA tournament in Baltimore. She's supposed to perform at the halftime of the men's championship game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I saw where they made an announcement letting her know that she had passed away and she would not be there.
Wow. All right, man. Hey, great episode, y'all. Episode 67 in the books, baby.
No doubt.
Great.
For those of y'all that like women basketball, women basketball championship going on this week.
That looks five. Which one? That 5-man team?
No, the women's basketball NCAA.
It's the
women's conference championship going on this week.
Oh, that's what that the SEC is too, right?
Sir, they right here in Greenville, and I can't go.
I gotta get my bracket ready, man. We gotta get our brackets together. I gotta see. They ain't send me no message or nothing.
Well, you got time because the men's season don't end till this week, and then they had the conference championships, and then the tournament.
Okay, so we got a little time. Okay, good. All right, man. My dog James Littlejohn, my homie Quest, Snack Panther, NF Skull, Rodney Littlejohn, my dog Kamarie White, man. Make sure y'all check out his podcast, the Christianist Podcast, every Tuesday. As soon as you wake up in the morning, all you got to do is hit that button on YouTube or hit that button on Spotify, man, and it'll be up there. New episodes every Tuesday. My dad, Larry Wright, Our Beautiful Wives. Man, what Kanisha been? I ain't seen Kanisha out here in a minute.
Hey, man.
Hey,
my cousin, Michael Wolf.
You still tasting ice cream?
Yeah.
Man, you still tasting ice cream?
Look, I'm about to go get a bowl now.
Hey, I meant to tell you on that one. I can't remember which one it was.
You tried it out?
No. On one of them, I think you kind of throw us an 8-ball. Because your face said something different than what you said with that pumpkin one.
Oh, man.
I
had pumpkin ice cream?
Pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His face said something different, Corey, than what he said.
When you taste it, it's like, oh, this is real pumpkin. It's like, it tastes pumpkin. And then you really get the taste of, man. Hey, it's, oh wow, it went off. It's just
it's what?
It's good. It's good, dog. It's good.
Pumpkin? I don't eat no pumpkin.
It is not overbearing. That pumpkin is not overbearing in it, dog.
Then he had Dallas on there with him too.
It actually was good. I believe I gave it 5 out of 5.
Oh, pumpkin?
I ain't seen anything you hadn't given 5 out of 5 yet.
Was it all 5 out of 5?
I gave somebody some 3s and 5s. I think I gave 1 3 and 1 5. I think.
No.
I'm a sweet potato guy. Pumpkin, I can't do.
You should be about to run out of room in the freezer too.
Look, I'm going smaller, baby. We going to a new brand. I'm going.
Ben and Jerry's.
I might do some Ben and Jerry's or some Haagen Dazs. We about to find
Okay.
out, man. Look.
That man say
Hey.
ice cream.
If y'all know what we're talking about, man, I do ice cream reviews over on YouTube as well. It's called Right Reviews and on TikTok, man. So come on over and learn about some ice cream. Some new ice creams to get, man. All right, man. Everybody else out there, for my dog, the OG, for my dog, Corey, man, we love y'all. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Sunday at 8 o'clock, man. We are out. Peace.
On this, I missed the hump day thing again.
I tried to wait. I told you he's gonna be mad.
That's fine. That's fine. Look.
Look, you said 10 minutes. I was like, we ain't gonna be able to wait 10 minutes.
I'm about to say, listen, man. Man, it's getting worse.